All right, guys, so welcome to your pre-lab video preview for the Density Layers Lab. Here I'm going to show you what your supplies are. I'm going to walk you through the procedures, and I'm going to show you what it's going to look like as you do it. I'm not going to reveal any answers because I want you to see those when you do the actual lab. So, step one, supplies. You should already have a section in your notebook from the Pencast where you're going to write down your supplies, and you can fill those in right now. The first supply you're going to have is a small piece of drinking straw. So, small piece of drinking straw. Remember that if you can't keep up with me when I'm saying things like this, go ahead and pause the video. You can always rewind and watch it again. The second thing you're going to have is a piece of potato. This is uncooked potato. Potatoes are really good as a base for this particular experiment. So, a slice of potato is your second ingredient, your second supply. Next, you have 4 plastic cups that have colored water in them. There is a cup of yellow water, a cup of green water, a cup of blue water, and a cup of red water. In your lab, you should note that the yellow water is salty, warm water. The yellow is salty, warm water. The green is salty, cold water. Salty, cold water. The blue one is cold, fresh water. Cold, fresh water. And the red one is warm, fresh water. So again, one more time. Warm, fresh water is red. Cold, fresh water is blue. Cold, salty water is green, and warm, salty water is yellow. So you have your cups, and in each cup you also have a pipette. P-I-P-E-T-T-E, pipette. You can also call these droppers if you prefer. So that's it for supplies: the cups, the water, the droppers, the potato, and the straws. Now you should have already written your hypothesis, which of these 4 layers you think will be the saltiest, and which one you think will be the densest, and which one will be the least dense. So you're going to put them in order. Now your job for the lab is really easy. Working together with your team of about 3 people, you're going to take your piece of straw and you're going to push it into the potato. The potato acts as a base that keeps the water from coming out the bottom and allows it to stand up. It's pretty simple. You only need to push it in about a 1/4 inch or so, just enough that it stands up and won't fall out. And then you're going to choose whichever color water you think is the most dense. You're going to have to get together with your team and talk about this and decide which one you can agree is the most dense. So let's say that my team decided the yellow water was the most dense. We start with that layer. I hold the dropper at the top of the straw and I add a few drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's a good number. Make sure that your water doesn't fill up more than a 1/4 of your straw. Otherwise, when you get all 4 waters in there, it's going to overflow. Make sure the water goes all the way down to the bottom of the straw. And then take whatever next layer you think is going to be the most dense. So this is the second densest layer, and I'm going to add that one on top. And then I'm going to add the third densest, least dense, and then the most least dense on top. So I'm putting them in the order that I think they belong, with the heaviest one on the bottom and the lightest one on top. After I've done that, and I've done it very, very carefully, slowly adding the liquids, they should stay in their layers that I added them, unless I was wrong. If I'm wrong, then one of the layers will sink to where it belongs, and when it sinks, it will probably mix with other layers. After you've added your 4 layers, I want you to wait for 3 minutes, and then observe what layers you see there. If the layers are the same as what you thought they would be, then your hypothesis was right. If the layers are different, or some of them are mixed together, then you were wrong. But make sure that in the actual column of your data, you draw the actual layers as they end up. And if you need help figuring out what those actual layers are, I'll be glad to do that. And that's it. Cleanup is super simple. Your straw and potato go in the trash. Your cups of colored water get left at your station where Mr. C will top them off with new supplies. Thanks.